Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight's episode of Curse of Strahd, episode 24. If you can believe it, 24 episodes. We're nearing the season 1 finale, which should be coming. I really think it's going to be next week. So this, again, one of my favorite words since the start of the channel, the penultimate. The penultimate, as we've been told to say. Penultimate. It's not penultimate. Penultimate. So, how are you feeling about this being the penultimate episode? Obviously, we've got Andrew, Stefano, Michelle, and our esteemed guest, Jordan, back on the channel here.
Good.
Is it just me, or are you guys hearing an echo?
I don't hear an echo, do you?
I don't. Is this the start of a joke?
It must truly be just me. Never mind that.
I thought it was a joke, too.
I'm just slowly going crazy. Don't mind me.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you how I feel about the penultimate episode.
Penultimate. Go ahead.
I am absolutely certain that the penultimate episode is definitely the penultimate episode because we are slow.
Yeah, there's no way this is the penultimate episode.
Yeah, nice try, Bob.
Oh, penultimate. It's going to be great. Either way. Because we're missing Tim. That's why it's going to be great. No, just kidding. Tim, of course, is replaced by the famous Kevin Bacon today because Tim is up at Camp Crystal Lake, his camp, I think, that he goes to every year. And usually there's a point in time at right about now where he can't play. When we played Keep on the Borderlands for those few years, he would always be like, I'm doing camp stuff this week. I gotta gear up. And so I think that's where he is, actually. I'm pretty sure that's where he is. He actually didn't say anything in the text, did he, did he?
No.
Yeah.
I was the only one who said anything.
Yeah, you're right. Andrew was the only one that listens. The only one that pays attention to me. Thank you, Andrew.
All I know is I saw that and I was like, is that Crystal Lake Bacon? And it is. I don't know why I think it's so funny, but
it's our go-to for Tim when he's at camp. It's his camp placard. This is what we have to put there. It's mandatory. So either that or a space skeleton next time. Right, Michelle? Next time.
We shall see.
Oh, yeah.
Just a couple of shout outs, couple things before we get started here. We want to get right underway because we have a crazy episode coming up, I'm pretty sure. We did make the big announcement last time we played, which was 2 weeks ago, that we're going to be doing a channel-wide big collaboration, the crossover event of the century, Tabletop Bob versus Vecna. I did the live stream last week when we didn't play, which was going to be, it was last Tuesday, and I talked all about it. If you want to check out more about Vecna and the campaign that's coming up, as well as a bunch of other things that are projects that are in the works, check out the live stream. It was a lot of fun. But the big, I guess, announcement today would be that we have the Keep on the Borderlands reunion coming back. So that starts on July 17th. So mark your calendars, everybody. The Keep on the Borderlands reunion, that is going to be like a prelude to Vecna Eve of Ruin, will be on July 17th. And then it just depends on how long that goes before we start Vecna. So coming soon, really, within the next 2 months, where we're going to be a lot of new projects coming here while Curse of Strahd's on a break. And so I think we'll just TPK everybody tonight. We'll make it,
and then it'll be the ultimate episode.
The ultimate episode. But let's Oh, and I do have one last thing too to say. So we're just talking about our professions here. Michelle is an educator. We used to work together. Stefano is an educator. Tim's an educator. Nobody really knows what Andrew does. It's confidential. The government doesn't allow him to really say what he does. But and Jordan, I don't know. I don't even know what you do either. What is this something you could share? Or is this confidential government, secret?
I can share. I do digital marketing, so I do like Google ads and Bing ads and stuff like that. So when you search for something on the internet and based on the words you put into the search engine, certain ads populate in addition to the organic results like the SEO. People often know that term. I'm like the paid version of SEO. So if you search for a black shirt and you get all that carousel of black shirts up there, and if that's my client, then that's probably me putting ads in front of you. And then if you go to the website and you don't buy anything, but you put something in your shopping cart and you get an ad saying, hey, come finish your shopping experience with a 10% coupon. That's me too. And like all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Are you the reason I have to skip ads on YouTube?
Yeah,
like now
I serve YouTube ads. Yep.
Now you have ads you can't skip at the start. They're like 5 seconds.
Yeah, so you can set up campaigns where you do unskippable short ads or longer ads that are skippable because Google doesn't want you to have to watch a 5-minute ad because some people do that. They'll just sometimes they'll put on like full on videos. Like I don't know if any of you have kids that they just veg out on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden there'll be a video that you think they're watching, but it's actually an ad, but it's full on like an episode of something, and someone just put it on there to get your kid watching their show, but it's a full on ad.
It's like 25-minute ads sometimes.
Yeah. So that's dodgy, but
so we could thank you for all this is what you're saying.
Thank me.
Blame you, thank you. It's all the same.
So wait, if we use an ad blocker, does it hurt you? Like I've heard like, oh, don't use ad blockers because it hurts the people.
Poor Google.
So ad blockers are interesting. I have opinions of them. Some of them are not great because they are actually just sellouts. Like they will let big corporations pay them to let their ads get through and stuff like that. So you're really just so people like Flutes Loot, like my website, if you go to my website and use an ad blocker, I don't get any money from you visiting, but you still get to read my stuff. It's really just like the big websites that make you like turn off your ad blocker to use their content that benefit from those. And but it doesn't hurt me in my profession. It hurts me in my Flutes Loot hobby of doing content for D&D. In my profession, if you use an ad blocker, you don't get to see an ad, and then I don't have to pay for your clicks because I pay Google, or my clients pay Google for when you click on an ad. And so my job is to optimize it and make sure that I'm only showing ads to people who are going to do something that the client wants them to do, like buy something or sign up for whatever it might be. So ad blockers are interesting in that way, but yeah,
that's wild. So yeah, see, like this is the thing. I can understand some, like I get it. I get what you do. I still don't really know exactly how that works, but it's like there's some jobs, like you grow up, what a doctor does, what a nurse. I mean, generally speaking, I'm sure there's minutia and everything, but like I understand what a teacher does. I understand what a police officer does. I don't know what you or Andrew do. I couldn't. I think I could if I described it to somebody. I'd be like, I don't know. They do something. It's very important, way more important than anything I do. But it's just it's hard to explain other people's jobs. I found that as an adult, it's very hard to explain other people's jobs.
Bob, have you ever seen James Bond?
Andrew, you mean Andrew Bond?
Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha.
That's what he does.
Perfect. Excellent.
I will say, Bob, so sometimes in those Discord chats of like different D&D YouTubers, other YouTubers will talk about things that they do to like test their thumbnails and stuff. And I cringe and bite my tongue so hard because they're doing stuff that is so statistically poor and like bad for testing. But they're like, oh yeah, I did this and this and that, and I changed the thumbnail like midday, and I'm like, what are you doing? Stop.
Oh man.
That's a bad test. Like that's not good data. It drives me crazy.
See, for me, Jordan, I just put a thumbnail up there and I don't even think about it ever again.
That's probably better.
My thumbnail?
Mm-hmm. I just put Curse of Strahd episode whatever, and I just leave it alone, and I'm done with it. I don't even want to think about it.
That's
But,
usually what I do as well. But I am running a test because YouTube did enable me to do the thumbnail testing. Though it's a little interesting because you're
Oh.
not testing the click through rate of the thumbnail. It's testing the different thumbnails that you're trying about how they're correlated to how much people watch your video. So it seems like Google wants you to test your thumbnails
Mm.
based on delivering on the promise of your video so people stick around in the video and not how much it makes people click the video, which is really interesting. I know Google could give you that if it wanted to, because I know it can test way more than that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but it's interesting.
This
Yeah.
is fascinating. Really, like there's so much to it. I'm sure, so much to it.
Mhm.
CJ wants me to put my face on every like this, where I'm like shocked.
Yeah, you totally should do that.
What do you
Pummeling
think?
vibes.
Will that help us, Jordan?
I say don't do it. That works if you have a huge following and people respond to your face. Great, but otherwise I don't recommend that.
People don't respond to this face. They don't respond to it.
Aw.
So the whole reason I brought in our jobs and everything is at the end of the year, which is it's June, it's the end of the school year. My school year is done. Stefano and I are both, and Tim as well, would both be done for the year at this point. But I got a very nice end of the year gift, and I want to share it with you. It's the hat I'm wearing right now. I had this student in a bunch of things, but like cross country as well as Dungeons and Dragons Club, and it says Dungeon Master on it. And I definitely I had to show it off on the channel. Had to. One of the more special gifts I think I've been given by a student. So,
Fabulous.
Super cool.
you don't get that from the government, do you, Andrew?
I remember when we went to the ATC, I went to Starbucks and you pulled out like 400 Starbucks gift cards.
I get a
And I
lot
was
of
like,
those.
Bob
Yeah.
is the most popular teacher.
Well, you know, at Starbucks it's a very common teacher gift. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, things like that. But the that's so funny you said that because I do usually have a million of those cards. Now though, with the apps, use the apps and I put them on the app and I don't have to carry them around. But it's still I get a lot of those. But you know, I don't hold on to those cards like I will this hat. You know, that's what it is.
Mhm.
But anyway, so I just wanted to gloat over this and tell you that my job is cooler than yours. That's it. So, are we all good on that? We're all good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, sounds
Thank you. Yeah, so last time we played was crazy. Did you realize like how much damage was dealt in that combat? I mean, there was the chain lightning that went off.
That's
There
a
were
lot of damage.
fireballs, a ton of damage. And so just to recap very quickly, you entered into the Amber Temple. Again, you're looking for something that the tarot card, the Taroka card reading that Madame Ava gave you said that in the Temple of Amber there would be something that would help you learn about Strahd. And you've entered here, and every turn is basically just death, right? Like you open one door, 3 flame skulls. You go down the stairs, crazy statue shooting things at you. It just ends up being death around every corner. But you did find refuge. There was a pack of what seemed to be wild folk who are hiding out here in one of the temple rooms, the first temple room on the left. They seem to be here for warmth. They have a fire going. They have a big dire wolf with them. Helwa was the woman's name who was their leader, and she basically invited you in after you fought the Arcanoloth and knew you were injured, invited you in, and closed the door. So I think we're taking a short rest at this point, right?
Right.
Yes.
So we'll take our short rest, and then we're
I'll
going to
hit
jump
dice.
into the game. Let's see. Should we go into our gray mode? Yeah, why don't we do gray mode?
I wore only gray today.
Did
So I'm
you?
already there.
Look at you.
Hat's
Nothing
kinda gray.
changed. Nothing
Yeah,
changed for you.
everything looks exactly the same.
All right, so let's just do a recap here. Let's go around and talk about how many hit points we have left, if you have spells or abilities to be used. What do you got left? Where are we at in terms of like our effectiveness? Why don't we start with you, Andrew? Tell us about your stats right now.
Oh, I have 6 hit points left, and I'm
Mm.
rolling hit dice right now. So I got completely smashed by that chain lightning. I got knocked out. I thought I was proper dead, but I was healed just in time by my one companion who did not run away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to judge.
And then what
People
about you?
running away.
What about you, Stefano?
I took no damage. Huzzah!
Really?
How? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look that way. I think I was always fighting from a distance.
True. Fair enough.
But short rest, I got my spell slots back, which is important.
Oh yeah, because you're a warlock. Yeah, you got him back on short rest. Nice. Michelle?
I took a touch of damage. I have 30 hit points currently. I guess I could have taken more, but I was furiously running with my tail tucked between my legs. So I'm at 30. It's not bad. I suppose
Could be worse.
I'll roll. Yeah, I'll roll just a single hit then. Super high.
And then I'm going to bring up Tim's character. But Jordan, I think you were also kind of on the outskirts of the combat a lot of time, right?
Yeah, Casimir is unharmed.
And then the only other thing to talk about is the NPCs. So, of course, Zoldar,
Oh
our
God!
guide.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We can't. It's too soon to talk about it.
Yeah, it's too soon, but you know what? Time will heal all wounds. I'm sure by the end of this adventure, we won't even remember who he is. Zoldar is our guide and is now dead. The Flame Skulls got him. It was almost like a shooting fish in a barrel. They were overlooking the area from above and were raining down magic missiles, fireballs, and he was left out in the open after trying to get the Arcanoloth, and he died.
He was too brave.
He was. Now, for Tim, he's at 4 hit points, so he'll be taking his short rest here.
Could he do a Song of Rest so everyone gets an extra D6 without?
Of
if
course
they
he
want?
can. Yeah. I
Oh,
think he
great.
still
Let's
has
roll that right
one of
now.
those.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
And I'm going to be playing Tim for tonight, so I'm going to take a short rest.
And Andrew's swatting flies.
Mosquito.
Ah. Don't like those.
Missed it now.
This is annoying.
Well, he got a 9, so that's good. Keep going.
Yeah, I know. It's like, why can't it roll more? I want to roll many. He's rolling hot, though. 10, 9, 8.
7, 6, 5.
It might be.
4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year.
So he's got, 7.
Oh my
10, 9,
God! No way.
10, 9, 8, 7. So 19, 27, 36. So he's at 4.
34.
No. Is it really?
15 plus 10, 25 plus 9, 34.
34. Okay. Fine. Okay. All right. So Tim is getting healthy here with this short rest. Everybody
Song
else.
of Rest.
Song of Rest.
So if he's not at full, roll an extra D6.
Let me just double check that he can use it.
I think all bards at level 2 can.
Yeah. So it says if you are any friendly for 2 points at the end of Yeah, you could. So it's an extra D6.
If anyone needs it.
Yep.
I need it.
Yay.
Yep. All right. And Tim will roll his. Okay, there we go. A 1. He finally doesn't roll that great.
There it is.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the adventure for this session will start right there in that cave. It's cold. Remember, it's well below freezing out. In fact, it might be below 0 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So it's a warm sort of respite from the cold in this small chamber where the fire is blazing. You notice now how they probably get in here. There's a small little crack or a fissure in the wall on the southwest corner of this room. Basically, It's big enough for the humans to slip by, and perhaps the dire wolf, you know, and crawling on all fours can sneak through. So it's cold in here, but the fire does give you some relief. And you see all the wild folk, and they're basically huddled for warmth, but they do look like they're eyeing you. They are keeping a watchful eye on this group as you rest, tend to your wounds, prepare spells, things like that. Discuss. You may talk. I assume that it's a small room. I can't have too much private conversation, but maybe if you whispered to each other, you could.
Well, wild folk, I see you look at us. Are you in awe of our bravery?
Helwa says, in awe of your stupidity, perhaps.
I was going to say foolishness.
I
We
heard
warned
that your
you.
people, your ancestors, did many brave deeds. They have many sagas written about them.
Do you know about them? No, right? This is deception?
I'm assuming that they do because
Yeah.
this is kind of how barbarians work.
Fair enough. I'll let it slide. She says, I have a question for you. Why are you here?
We want to explore the Amber Temple.
Why are you
want-
really here? And she raises an eyebrow at you.
Are you aware of the devil Strahd?
We are.
What is your relationship with him?
We have no relationship with the devil.
Well, we wish to pit ourselves against the devil to challenge ourselves. And we believe that there is something in this temple that will help us gain knowledge about that.
Call it
What would that-
destiny.
What would that be?
Well, that is to be determined.
She looks at all of you. She doesn't quite believe what you're saying. I mean,
Why-
she probably believes that you're here for something, but that you're hiding it.
Why else would we be here? You
Some-
think we know what we're here for? We are told that there may be treasure here.
Mm-hmm.
Some come to plunder the riches. However, some come more regularly. Some come for visits.
Visits? Who comes to this deadly place for visits?
Perhaps those fox creatures.
Oh, the guardians.
What are the guardians?
The
Is it-
guardians are strange creatures. We dare not
Skeletons?
enter.
Skeletons on steeds? We saw a skeleton on a steed ride in here.
No skeletons on steeds. Giants of amber.
But those are just statues.
Not those statues. Ones that move, walk, fight. I don't know if you can hear
Okay.
this. This is like the weirdest thing. We have a toy in the back and it keeps going off. I'm going to go do something about it.
That's the statue that's moving.
Giants of amber, you say? Tell us more.
Go on.
It's literally, it won't stop. It is a Chiquita banana.
That's what the guardians
won't-
look like.
It's the guardians.
That's no guardian.
It's
That's a
sorta
mere
amber.
toy.
Got it. Just got to
Uh,
open it up.
So great.
Tell us
Now it's in the background. Yeah, tell us more about these amber giants. Have you ever faced one?
Never. If we came too close, we were treated back to here. Tell me, if you're against the devil Strahd, who do you serve?
Well, we serve different masters, but I myself am from the Gwaindire, a land far away, and was brought here against my will, I say, like all of us, but I think for a higher purpose. We all serve the cause of good in the world.
She says, what about that one? Points to Casimir.
Well, Casimir?
You're asking who I serve?
She nods. You can see her heavy furs shifting.
Well, it seems I'm here on an errand of fate, but I do believe that there may be tools here that can be used against the devil.
She says, "You look, I wouldn't say familiar, but there is a visitor to the temple. He shares a resemblance to you."
Rahadan comes here.
Is that his name? We dare not ask.
Is that your friend who betrayed you?
Yes.
Why would he come here? How can he survive?
He's Strahd's right-hand man, so I imagine he has resources and his reasons.
He comes here often. Looks like he comes to contemplate.
What does he do?
We know not.
Well, where does he go?
Down into the temple.
Past the statue?
Well beyond.
Is he here now?
No. But it wouldn't surprise me if he came.
Have you ever followed him as he goes into the temple?
We want nothing to do with it.
When is the last time he came here?
It's been a few weeks. Are you worried? Is he not your friend?
He's no friend of mine. How
But
frequently does he come?
But you are kin.
We are not kin. We may share a resemblance, but I'd rather not cross paths with him.
Well, better get your rest then. This temple is no place for adventurers like yourselves.
Will you come and explore?
I'd
come
leave.
and explore us?
No, I
Explore
would
it with us?
certainly not. I would leave if I were you.
Hell,
There's
what? This
nothing
isn't
good here.
this isn't your home, is it?
No. Occasionally, when we're up in the mountains on a hunt, we'll use this place as a stopping point. A place
Are you
to
not
rest quickly.
curious to examine the temple?
No, not one bit.
I see your. Would you not like to build a saga for your ancestors?
There will be no ancestors
Your descendants?
if we venture into the temple. My suggestion to you is to stay away from the bottom level.
Now now we know where we must go.
Something terrible happens down there. A deep darkness.
What about you, men? And I'll address the men. Do you share the fear of this woman?
Yikes.
They look up and they like all nod in agreement. And many of them will chime in and say, there's evil spirits that lurk down below. Powers beyond comprehension.
Anything else you think might be valuable information for us?
Leave.
Or people who visit?
I think
Leave.
they've been very, very clear from the beginning.
I'm gonna ping Divine Sense. I'll put up my hand and say, we shall see. The Gwain Lord shall instruct us.
Yeah, you don't sense any Fae, Fiend, Celestial,
Undead.
No.
Okay. Not even the dire wolf.
No, I don't believe dire wolves are.
No, I had a crazy suspicion it could be Strahd in disguise.
Interesting.
Well, We thank you for allowing us to seek some refuge with you. As much as I wish to take your advice to leave, unfortunately, I don't think we have a choice.
Then I wish you good
Sure.
luck.
Adventurers, are we ready to head back?
Is the rest over?
Rather get
Yeah.
out of here before Rahadin comes back.
Dione stretches hands on the ground, just stretches out, gives a little shake. Okay. I'm ready. Let's go. And she runs
Irina-
out the door.
Well, wait. Remember, we are called by destiny to discover the secrets of this place. It is our duty, and it will happen. And you will also get 8 temporary hit points. And
Nice.
everybody.
Very
With
nice.
renewed vigor, Dione strides out the door.
And
What about Yune?
Yune is dead.
Oh, I resummoned Yune
Oh, did you?
in the short rest.
Because
Interesting.
everyone but Yune gets the temporary hit points.
So, Stefano, you try to resummon Yune. The spell does not work.
Why not?
There seems to be some sort of interference in your connection.
Yikes.
You cannot locate her.
Delicious.
Well, hopefully it works later.
So, we'll switch over to our Roll20 view where we've got the temple up. Let's see here. So this is the door, and as you leave, Helwa says, kind of like your rest is done, basically, right? So, she says, our rest is almost finished as well. When you return, we will be gone.
Well, best of luck in your endeavors.
Thanks for
And
the
thanks
fire.
again.
And then they'll close the door behind you as you leave. Irina and Camilla will also stride out with you all. And Irina says, I just a strange sense of those folk.
What sense?
I don't know. I don't trust them.
Well, neither do I.
Why
Well,
would they
she-
want? I mean, of course, it's dangerous here, but will they frequent this place?
Yes, I find it strange that they seem to have a home base here.
They know a lot about it for people that come here only once a time on a hunt.
Right. Well, where shall we head next? Camilla says, I just don't want to go anywhere near those flame skulls.
I think we have
Oh,
no choice.
actually, one thing I will say, let me just open the doors here. Can you all open the door or no?
What door?
Yeah, I don't
Those
see any
doors?
doors.
Okay. No, somebody's opening a door. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can.
So just go into the room with the barbarians again. Come back in. This is a door here. You can see them here.
Mhm.
All right. That was the gallery where the flame skulls were, and even I just opened it, right? So that's where they would have been when they were shooting at Zoldar.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go that way, which again, of course, you don't know if the flame skulls are actually there, but that's where they were. So don't mind the tokens. I just had them there because that's where Zoldar was being shot from.
I believe we should go downstairs. There was some destruction in some of the walls that could get us through. There's some hallways to explore, but I believe that's where we need to be. And this upper floor at least seems either way we go is infested with those skeletal hellions. And so I think we best go downstairs.
You say, I have a strange feeling we will end up on the bottom level. We may as well stop making our way
Okay.
down the stairs.
All right. So where do you want to go next? Downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Move your tokens and tell me where you're going.
You seem to be trapped at
I
the
think,
top of the stairs.
yeah, I was already, I think, downstairs.
Separate map,
Oh,
right?
Maybe not.
It is a separate map. Yeah.
Okay. So I think you have to move the map because I'm down the stairs, but it's not the map where I could see
Yeah. I'll
the
switch
other
us over.
paths.
And I'm still carrying Zoldar with us.
Zoldar's body. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. So move yourselves now. We're on the bottom
No.
level.
Okay.
Wait, stop. Why are we taking his body? It's a bit odd.
Set off booby traps.
Yes.
Precisely.
Let me search his body. There may be precious things he has. We should return to his widow.
Actually, can you see if he's carrying my gold?
I will search his body.
Go
He
ahead.
does have gold. He does have gold. He has a longbow, and he's got maybe like a hunting knife that has like an ornate handle, carved handle. He's got some wolf pelts, and he's also got the gold that you gave him, and then some, probably equivalents of like 80 gold.
80 gold. How much gold did he owe you, Canas?
He didn't owe
Uh,
Canas any money, right?
No, I didn't think he did owe you any money, did he?
He did not, but I fronted the entire 40 for the other job, so I'll be taking that back.
That seems fair. I'll give Canas the 40. And I'll hold on to the other 40 for his widow. We will give it back to her if we ever go back to.
And Camilla says, "Ooh, I'd like that shiny handle on that. I like that shiny handle on that knife. Can I take that?"
You can keep it safe until we can come across his widow again.
Excellent. And she'll just quickly snag it and throw it in her backpack.
And Irina, would you like this longbow? You have no range weapons, I believe.
She'll take it and she says, "I don't know, it just feels wrong to loot the dead."
Well, we're just keeping these things safe for his widow until we can deliver them.
She nods and takes it and straps it around her back. Takes a couple of arrows as well.
Take all of the arrows.
She'll take whatever's left, yeah, the quiver. And Casimir, you're not taking his body now? Or you do
Still
want to
am.
still take
No, he's gonna throw it on like a loose tile or something.
it? Gotcha. Oh, you could
I'd
also
like to
prop
make
it. Yeah.
I'd like to make a perception check and look just up to the left and see if I can see any green flames.
No need to
illuminating-
make a check. There are none.
Okay. The coast appears clear,
Mhm.
but just watch your step as you move forward.
There are doors here to the south of us, and there are hallways to the west and east, but there's destruction behind the statue to the north. North takes us seemingly the deepest into the temple. I recommend we try that.
After you, my man.
All right. I'll scurry quickly across the floor to get behind that statue
So where are we headed?
up here.
I think we're looking at this door over here.
Door
Is that
here?
a door? Oh,
Yeah, there's a
also
door
like
there, yeah. Mhm.
There's also a hallway here,
There's an opening, you mean?
or an
this one?
opening. Yeah.
There's an opening to the northwest. There's two doors to the northeast. Just beyond the shadowy statue. There's some rubble, things like that.
I'd like to. I guess I can kind of see in there. I just want to peek in there and see what's
Yeah, you
going
can. You can see in the northwest chamber that's like open. The door is open. It looks like it's actually been broken open. Door pieces lie on the floor. And then there's also the open areas, like archways to the left and to the right. So we'll start by that. I see some people moving, and we'll keep the group together. Dione?
Yeah, so Dione was kind of nervous about walking through the center of the open area again. So
Mhm.
I had her kind of skirt along the wall as she
Sure.
made her way north. So that means that she would have passed by the archway
Mhm.
and like just flitted across it really quick. Did I notice anything in like the brief couple of seconds that I was running across the archway?
Yeah, sure. If you take notice, kind of peek your head in here, you'll see that the glistening amber coats the walls and the ceiling of this enormous hall, almost like sculpted honey. And dust covers the marble floor, the black marble floor. The vaulted ceiling looks pretty high, maybe 25, 30 feet high, and set into the walls at the height of 5 feet are amber ledges lined with what looks like maybe life-sized alabaster statues of cats, frogs, hawks, owls, rats, ravens, snakes, toads, weasels. To get closer, you'd have to really inspect them, but you can see them if you poke your head into this hall as you move. And then when you get to the other side here, you'll notice the rubble from the top floor that's broken off. And then I think the group is looking into this room to the northwest. This room it looks like the amber doors that once sealed this room are now broken. They've been smashed, their pieces lying amid crushed bone, armor, and weapons on the floor.
This looks promising.
Can I pick up like a piece of the door just to see like what it's made at? Is it actually made out of amber?
It looks like was made of amber. Yeah. Now, I mean, it is still amber, but it's broken. Yep.
Interesting. And what do we see inside?
Like I said, basically weapons, debris, bones, all scattered about.
Is there any... Can I go in? I'm going to go in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just there's no doors here.
No.
What's this dotted line in the top in the northwest?
Overhang? Like there's a balcony or something over us that's broken.
I see that on the floor. Yeah.
Aha. I inspect the dotted line.
Yeah.
It's not
Close.
something that I can control, actually. It's weird. It's not like a...
Aha. We found your trap
Yeah.
door, Bob.
Yeah. Weird. Anyway.
Is there any good armor in here?
Doubt it.
So that square looks like it's strange. There's like dust and dirt, obviously, throughout the room. Like I even described to Michelle in the previous hallway, there was like dust on the floor, right, of the marble. Looks like it's been untouched. However, here, it's like a block that was clean. Something has just been moved, it looks like, and there's clearly, a footprint left behind.
What does it look like? It's been dragged somewhere.
No, actually, almost like just gone. If you'd like to give me a survival check or something like that, maybe you can see if there's something to follow, to lead.
Yeah, I was just curious if
14.
there's like a place to lift it. Well, I'll do that too. 23.
I want to look at the footprint specifically. Never mind.
Oh, I do apologize. I misread something here. Sorry, I just completely misread this. There is actually, though, something there. It's in the ceiling. It's a 10-foot square hole in the northwest corner.
Ah.
In the ceiling.
In the ceiling. Yeah. And the ceiling is 30 feet high. It does look like something, like I described, was there as well. Like something, the dust and everything I described first is correct. But it does also look like there's a hole in the ceiling.
About how high are the stairs?
The stairs? Where?
The stairs that we took down here.
Yeah, about 30 feet.
Okay, that's good to know. So this It appears this opening might lead to near the hallway that the blazing skulls were.
Yeah, that makes sense. Irina and Camilla are at the doorway. They're looking about. They see you, Casimir. You're not quite with the group. Where are you headed?
I'm not sure, but I'm drawn to these doors over here.
Yeah, those doors are sealed. They're amber doors. And you can see that they are maybe like the other ones where those ones are crashed onto the floor. These ones are clearly intact. They look pretty strong. And when you look at them, you can tell there's some sort of, even without casting Detect Magic, there is some sort of seal on these doors that will prevent entry.
What do I see above me?
Above you, like ceiling-wise?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the balcony of the area from above that you were when you were up top. You saw that there were two balconies. The one, they kind of match the ones on the left and the right, but this one is intact. This
Does
one
it look
is not.
sturdy?
Probably, if you can. I mean, it looks more like a roof to you or ceiling to you. Whereas if you were to step back a little bit, on the opposite side of the statue, you could look up and see. But it does look relatively sturdy.
Okay. When I do step back to look up, is it like sealed off or is it like an open balcony?
It looks open. Yeah, you can get up there if you had the ability to fly or rope or grappling hook.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you have some rope to get up to this balcony here and see what's up there?
Andrew,
These doors seem sealed over here.
I see your character is outside of the room right now, but
Yeah,
I think
I came out to see what Casimir was doing.
I'm going to put you back. Where were you? Next to Canas?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As everybody's checking out the area and seeing what's going on, Camilla and Irina, who are looking into this room, they notice 4 creatures appear. Camilla screams, "Ghosts!" And then they do appear. 4 ghosts or spirits appear in the room. And we're going to go into combat.
Oh boy.
Combat? I want to talk to them. Can't we just
Okay.
have a cup of tea?
Right? Why can't we have more tea with the ghosts? That's what I say. All right, everybody. I'm going to get up the initiative counter. You can roll initiative when you'd like. Just touch your token first. Okay. Let's start. See who's got the best order here. We got Canas, Michelle. So that's Dione, Canas, Dione, Casimir, Rufus. I'll roll for the NPCs. They're going to be going at 9. And then we also have Tim. Tim is... Where does Token go? Oh, he's way back here because he's me. All right. So that should be good. Everybody should be here in the order. Tim will have a 12, and let's do it. Let's go into combat. All right, let's start us off with Canas.
Okay, so before I attack them, do they look like a crazy skeleton with light coming out of the top of their heads?
Yep, these spirits, they do. They look like, let me just give you a...
Okay, so
display.
they look significantly evil.
Oh, yeah,
like
absolutely.
like in the picture.
Yeah, the picture,
right.
for everyone who's listening to this, the spirits appear in the room. They look angered. They almost look like they've got like vibrant energy coursing through them, as you can see in the picture, like almost like hair standing straight up. And they do look like they are wispy and almost like they have a like a incorporeal form, and they clearly look like they're aggressive towards you. They showed up and they want to fight.
All right. I will blast the one closest to me.
Okay.
19 and 26.
19 and 26 will hit.
To hit.
They will hit.
First one does 7 force. Second one does 14 force.
7 and 14?
Yep.
Okay. And this is on the closer one to you?
The one right here.
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
It's still
and
up.
I'm going to move 2, 3, 4. Get some cover behind here.
Okay. The creatures go next.
Oh, doesn't Tim go next?
No, they rolled higher than Tim.
Oh, darn.
It only rolls to GM though, for whatever reason. I don't know why. When I do it through their stat block, I can't really seem to turn that off. Let's see here.
I just saw you rolled an 8 on a d20, so
That was for the
assumed that it was
NPCs.
less.
Yeah.
Oh, for the NPCs. Got it.
All right, so we're gonna do a couple here. 2 on Dione, 2 on Rufus. You can see they reach out to you, and almost as like a reaction, you turn away from their bright, blinding light, but you can sense like your life being drained from your body. Dione, you get hit, I think twice. Sorry, I only rolled once. Never mind. But you're going to hit once with an 18, I believe,
Yes, definitely.
for 12 necrotic damage. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. Okay. Let's see. Oh. An 18.
Okay, you pass. Excellent.
Nice.
And also don't forget your damage reduction.
Yes. Got it this time. Thank you.
All right, and then for
And-
Rufus... Oh, sorry, go ahead. Question?
You said I got hit twice?
No, I was mistaken.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Rufus, what's your armor class at this point?
It is 18.
You are going to hit once as well. And I need a DC... It's not a DC. Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay. 9.
Rufus, you take 13 necrotic damage, and then your maximum hit point total is reduced by 6. Sorry, not 6. It's not half the damage. I thought that's what it read. It's all the damage, so it's reduced by 13.
Oof.
13?
Yep, it's reduced by, and I thought it's, for some reason I read it, it said half the amount equal, but it's by an amount equal to the damage taken.
Well, does the 8 temporary hit
Oh,
points come
yeah,
off first, and then
Right.
it's only reduced by 5?
Yeah.
It does say
Okay.
to the damage taken, but you take the damage, even if it's temporary
just
hit
if I-
points.
It's just if I take the damage, then I'm going to take the temporary hit points don't do anything. You see?
Right, it doesn't, let me see.
Because
We'll
I'm
look
going to
it up.
I'm going to lose all my temporary hit points and then take the 15 damage.
I'll look it up, because that's an interesting pointer. Your character only takes damage once temporary hit points are depleted. So
Oh,
in
okay,
theory,
so it's only 5.
so it's 5 was you
Yep.
burned through the first 8 and then 5? Okay.
So it's 8 for the temporary hit points, and I take 5.
That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So
I feel
you
like that was such a convoluted way to say take 13 damage and you can't heal it again.
I know, right? Exactly. So I think
Yeah.
I think it benefits you a little better here. You benefit
It makes
a little better.
Makes a big difference. It saves me a bunch of damage. 8
Yeah.
damage. It was
The healing
13,
part.
right?
It was 13, so 8 of
Yeah,
it would be
okay.
the temp, and then 5 goes to your actual hit points,
Right,
and then
yeah, got it.
therefore your hit point maximum is 5 less.
And that was like an attack. They were attacking me, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
All right, so that's the end of their turn. We go to Tim. Tim is... He's going to use... Let's see, I'm going to probably try to stick to some of his cantrips here. I don't want him to... I don't want to like screw him over with his spells, and I don't think you're in a. So let's do some vicious mockery. Tim says, "Is that your real hair? Because it sucks." And the ghost is so upset by this.
Dione points and laughs. Na, 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 na.
It actually might work. Oh, so close. It's exactly Tim's DC is a 15. Damn. Okay, so no, it doesn't work. It succeeds, and the ghost seems unaffected by Laurent's taunt. Laurent then will step to the side, making more room for people to exit the room. We go to next in the order, which would be Michelle. Dione's up.
Mm-hmm. So you said they're wearing armor?
No. There's armor on the floor.
But the ghost things are not wearing armor.
No, I guess they don't have any clothing on or anything like that. They almost look like just like wispy, almost like a swirling mist that forms into a person rather than it be like fully formed ghost. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They
fair.
don't have a resemblance to maybe their human form.
Uh-huh. Okay. Maybe what to do? I guess I'll cast magic missile. I just feel like my typical like physical damage attacks won't do anything. I'll cast a wee magic missile.
Go for it.
We talked about this last time. It was one
So we've been
roll?
rolling it. Yeah, one roll. Yeah. So it'd be
Okay.
3 times 3, 9.
Okay.
And which
Yeah.
did you want to spread out the missiles, or do you want them to go to one specifically?
Maybe I'll focus on this one.
This one right here.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
the one
9
that's
to the
to the east
this.
of Rufus.
Yep, 9 to 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right. It does seem to go through. The creature
nice.
recoils when you hit it.
Nice. And then
And
I
you're gonna-
whisper, Rufus, perhaps we should get out of here.
And are you going to
Okay.
leave?
I just want to like incept the idea into other people's heads. Like maybe we should just run away from this whole situation. Like we did for the whatchamacallit, the flaming
Oh.
skulls in the first room.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're going to stay here. You don't want to use your disengage and move?
Yeah, for now I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Casimir, you're up.
All right. Hearing the kerfuffle, I'll skirt around here
Mhm.
and take a look at what's going on. Seeing these things, I will. I'll let loose a firebolt at the one nearest to me, next to, on the right of Dione.
Okay. Wow.
23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, for 5 fire damage.
Boy.
5
Tough
fire
roll.
damage. Yeah, seriously. 2 and a 3.
Yep.
Hmm.
And then I'll step back over here and
Okay.
end my turn.
We go to Rufus.
I'm going to put up protection from evil and good, which means I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed, and they have disadvantage when they attack me. And that's an action, which is a little frustrating.
Oh.
So,
Okay, so they have disadvantage to attack you,
yeah,
and you're immune to
Right.
frighten,
I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
charm, frighten, possess. Got it. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go
I guess I
to
just stay there.
Canas. You're up.
Change my vantage point so I can see them. Cool. I'm going to... I believe that this is the one that I attacked. I'm going to Eldritch Blast that one. $24
You connect.
for 9 force damage.
You kill it. The spirit dissipates in a
Great.
shrill scream.
And I will target my second blast at the one to the right of Dione. Wow, hot rolls. 25.
I will avenge you, Yune.
This one only does 6 force damage.
Okay.
I'm pretty upset about Yune. And then I'm going to
Yikes.
move... what?
Yikes.
Yeah. Move back. Oh, what did the NPCs do?
Oh, right.
yeah.
Dang, I forgot about them. Excuse me. We just went to Rufus. I apologize. Definitely, she'll charge in, and I think our Camilla will stay outside and shoot. Let's do that. So Irina is going to come in with her dagger.
Irina,
She got
stay back.
A rapier, actually. Oh no, she's coming in. She's coming to help you. So she comes in and will slash at the creature. It will definitely connect with a pretty high roll, but she's not going to do as much damage. But we'll still roll it. She's going to do 8, so not all of it's going through, and she decks the one that Canas just hit. And then she's going to stay there, and she does look like she's keeping a watchful eye on you, Dione, like she may jump in to try to protect you at any moment. Meanwhile,
Who has the silver longsword?
I don't know
Not,
if they're...
not that I don't know if silver does anything to these things.
I
but
don't
alright.
know who has it. I think it might be Laurent, actually.
Hmm.
And Camilla will hit, and she'll do damage with the longbow. Oh, but only a mere 2. Oh no, excuse me. She has some sneak attack damage.
All right.
All right, get on this.
So
Plus
she
strength.
might actually do some decent damage here. So she ends up doing a total of 10 damage,
Oh, that's got to kill
which
that
will
guy.
half to 5.
With a silver bolt.
Nope, regular arrows here, but she will shoot and hit, connect. That one is still up. So the 2 NPCs go, and that would have been at the end of the round. They went should have gone before Rufus, but Canas, you just went.
Yep.
Tim will try the same thing. Try to insult that one, and I'll take a saving throw. It is going to fail this time, and that will kill our little poltergeist here. Next up,
How
go
come
to-
Tim never gives us bardic inspiration? Is he not that type of
he's
bard?
stingy with it. He really is.
Like, I feel like I've never got it.
You know what,
When I was a bard, I
Andrew?
would give
Here we
them
go.
I would give them quite all the time.
Andrew, you know what? He says, Rufus, I trust you. And you get bardic inspiration.
Ah, other guy.
I'm using it. He's got 4. He does have all 4.
Right.
All right. Well, now he's got 3.
Even before the short rest, he didn't have any used. So you've got it, Rufus.
Wow, what a guy.
Other guy.
It's not that kind of bard.
Is that a
He's-
D4 or is it a D6?
Because he's a
now?
Vistani. Vistanis are
D6.
selfish.
Yeah, he only gives it to Vistani.
That's oh, boy. It's actually a D8 at this
D8.
level. Yep. You see, you didn't even know because that's how few times he's given it to you.
Yeah, literally never.
I
Go,
think he's giving
anyone
it
who's
to me.
watching, go watch all the videos and say if I'm lying or not.
Yes. Use your next 24 hours to rewatch all of Curse of Strahd. Make
Do
sure
it.
you like every video on the way.
Because I think he did actually give me one once.
once. That's how long ago it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Also,
so
leave a comment.
leave a comment, please. Let's see. We go to Dione next. Oh no, the creatures go. I'm going all out of order here. The creatures that are left are going to go, and they'll attack. Let's get a couple attacks on one on Dione, one on Rufus.
Disadvantage me.
Yep, got it. First one is a 13 that will not hit you, right, Rufus?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm not even going to roll the second attack. But Dione, what's your armor class?
15.
15. This is going to hit. It's a non-natural 20, a dirty 20. But Irina is going to use her reaction, and she is going to step in the way and distract the creature, giving it disadvantage.
Wow.
And it's going to miss with a 7.
Nice.
Irina. A single tear rolls down Dione's cheek.
Yeah, she like shoves you out of the way so it doesn't hit you, and she, you know, when she sees that tear, she very quickly with the blade of the rapier wipes it away. She's so good with this sword. It's like, whew, little close call.
Okay.
Whew, she whipped it right away.
Oh my goodness. An
up,
emotional
Dione.
roller coaster.
You're up, Dione.
Oh, okay. Well, seeing how previously Irina was able to do some damage to the ghost with her regular sword,
Yeah.
Dione feels encouraged. And she says, "Leave us alone! Leave me and my friends alone!" She whips out her own short sword, both of them, and then doubles down on the attack on the same guy at 2 o'clock. Rufus is 3. Not very impressive. Does a 13 connect?
It does.
Oh, wow. Okay, sweet. And then I guess I get sneak attack.
Yep.
Damage?
Yep.
Why so many?
Ooh, very nice. 16.
Okay.
That's great.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
Not
excellent.
too shabby.
And it was against this one, the one you hit previously?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And if it is still alive, I
It
will
is.
then. Okay. I will use my bonus action to attack again.
With your offhand weapon?
Offhand weapon, yes.
Go for it.
So then, a 22 to hit.
That'll connect.
And just a single d6. Oh, ignore the sneak attack. Oh, why?
1.
One
Please.
damage. Hey,
A
every damage
single-
counts. Nice.
Just a little tickle.
You hurt it significantly. Obviously, it would be nice if it maybe was magical, but, you know, just ask your DM to give you a magical item.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind for next time
There you
I
go.
talk to my DM. Okay, cool.
I just want to know where all of those silver weapons are.
Casimir?
All right. I step forward again. I'll let loose another firebolt with the accuracy of a twig. 8 to hit.
Ooh, does not hit.
All right. I will step back.
You get a second one at this level?
I mean, it does more damage. It's not like a second bolt.
Oh, it's
not
just
like
two
Eldritch Blast.
2d10. Okay, got you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's my turn.
You swing and you miss. We go to Rufus of the Gwaindire.
I have in my hand the sword of the Burgermeister,
Mm-hmm.
and I slash at the creature that is damaged.
Sure.
And here we go. A 25.
A 25 connects. Which one are you attacking? Left or right?
The injured one at
Yep.
2 o'clock.
Yep.
That is a feeble 6 slashing damage.
But it is
My
enough
special
to
sword.
kill the feeble ghost.
Aha!
Ah.
I turn around and I slash the other one. $15.
That
and
hits.
I'll add my. Oh, okay. I won't.
You're gonna add something? You had something to add? Oh, your bardic inspiration.
I changed my mind.
Well,
And
you would have
then-
known
Yeah,
because I think Dione hit with a 12 or
Yeah,
something.
that's true. Yeah.
A feeble 6.
Well, I'm gonna smite the sucker as well because I'm fed up with these guys.
Nice.
Okay.
What is it? It's 2d8 plus a d8 to
Yeah.
be an undead. 3d8.
Mhm.
Radiant damage.
Ooh.
16. Take that.
Ooh. That'll kill it.
Ha!
Excellent job.
Woo.
And then I sheath my sword in one fluid motion.
And that'll end
Look at
combat,
Irina.
everybody. Irina will sheath her blade as well.
High five her.
She high fives you. Is this a strange custom in the Gwaindire?
Yes.
It's
Dione
called
will
a.
sheath. Oh, sorry.
It's called a high five.
Highest fivus.
Highest fivus. Interesting.
A Gwain. A high Gwain.
I
No, that's not
don't
actually
believe
canon. That's not canon.
Not canon. Diana, were you
Dione
gonna
will
say
just
something?
kind of like awkwardly look between Rufus and Irina and like just slowly step back,
Yeah, I
sheath
don't-
both of her short swords, and just high five herself.
I nod at you.
Oh, a curt nod back. Don't let me interrupt.
Yeah, I imagine when Irina and Rufus high five and they explain about what high fives are, and she does it, your hands just maybe linger just for an extra moment. An extra
Right,
beat.
exactly. Exactly.
And then she retracts her hand quickly and says, we should move on. And she'll leave the room.
Well, everyone's leaving. I want to look up here and ponder this hole.
It's dark above. I mean, there is light sources. I think Eric has light, but
my shield has got light on it. If I held that up,
yeah,
I
it's
see
just
anything?
it's dark above. There's no light up there, so you don't really see much. You just see like what looks like continuously roof beyond the because it's 30 feet up, right? So that's like
okay.
kind of the upper limits of your light spell. You have
Yeah.
10 more dim light after that.
Did we get anything from those survival checks with the box?
Oh yeah, what'd you
Oh
get?
yeah.
I got
What'd
a
you-
23.
A 23, yes. So it would appear that whatever was stationed here moved, and you see, even though you don't see like footprints, you see what appears to be like pieces of amber staining the floor
Oh.
and combat
Oh.
that happened here.
Yeah.
Almost like you know how your sneakers make like those dark marks on a gym floor. You know,
Mhm.
Oh, you wore black shoes to the Amber Temple. Don't do
right?
that.
Big
And-
mistake.
Are the footprints?
They're not
significantly
footprints.
Oh, they're not. Okay.
They're not footprints. Like streaks.
Streaks.
Yeah.
Are the streaks significantly larger, seemingly, than our feet?
There are many of them.
Size
and-
of our
and
feet. Okay.
They vary in sizes, many of them. Some of them much bigger, yeah.
I just
So-
say this: one of the Amber Guardians may have once stood here.
That's what you gather, yeah. Okay. Irina says, well, there's nothing else here. Whoever came in faced their destiny. Let's move on.
Yes.
Casimir, was there anything in this door? Did you try this one?
It was sealed shut. I'm not sure how. But I'm wondering what's up above. If someone could give me a boost or a rope or something.
Yeah,
Perhaps we climb the statue.
I suppose.
I'll give you a boost, Casimir.
All right, I'll take the boost if it's going to get me high enough.
Ouch.
Won't. It's
My
30 feet up.
burns.
It won't reach you to the balcony. You need more height.
I dig into my pack. Oh, Casimir, no, not to worry. And I pull out a rope and a grappling hook. Yeah,
Oh.
you go. I hand them over.
Thank you, Dione.
Mhm.
I'll hold it like I've used it before,
Mhm.
and give it a shot.
Sure.
If it if it is unsuccessful, Dione will go ahead and take it from him and kind of lasso it up. If unsuccessful, I don't know. Maybe it's fine.
Yeah, there's no danger here. You can spend a minute, throw it up there, or spend some time, throw it up there. The grappling hook attaches, and Casimir, you want to scurry up there? Okay. When you get up to the top of the balcony, you can see, again, the big open area that you just had this big combat in. You don't see the glowing flame again from these little arrow slits, so that's a good sign. But what you do see is a black marble balcony. You're about 30 feet up above the floor. It overhangs, right, like this northeast corner. There are 2 amber doors leading from this balcony that stand open. And then to the right as well, to the east, there's another set of double doors open.
To the north, what do I see inside there?
To the north,
Mm-hmm.
you can see there's a bare room that consists of a foyer to the west and a shrine to the east. You see candlesticks lying on the dusty floor of the foyer. You also hear footsteps. You don't hear footprints. You hear footsteps coming from the room to the right. In fact, you can see...
I'll turn startled. And
Yeah, you can see the form of an amber, hulking mass, almost like pacing, and it's headed towards the door.
Oh, I'll hurry over to the door and try to shut it quickly.
Go for it.
Okay.
You run to the door, close the door. Oh, his double door! His double door! The creature looks like it was headed in your direction as you slam the door shut. You don't hear anything. The footsteps stop.
I'll back away from the door.
Slowly,
Quickly.
and then Jordan, you hear something hits the door. The door begins to crack, and you can even feel like the ground rumble. Little bits of debris start to float around as they each bang makes reverberations.
I'm gonna call out. There's something very big up here. Perhaps one of the guardians. Bollocks. Maybe hide.
Sure. The only place to really hide would be the other room. Do you want to go in there?
Yeah, I'll tell everyone to hide, and I'll go in this other room and shut myself in.
Perfect. The rest of you, you're down there. You don't see what's going on. You heard the Amber Guardian might be there. You hear doors slamming.
So we're on the wrong map.
Correct, but you can see exactly where you are there. That's where you are. The statue is the kind of the consistent.
Right. I guess like if he's up on the balcony over here, then Dione will kind of come to the other side of the statue so that if something were on the balcony looking down, hopefully they'd be obscured, or Dione would be obscured from their vision.
Sure, Irina and Camilla will follow you.
I might take Casimir's earlier advice and start climbing the statue from the back to try to get a vantage point and see if I could see anything.
Sure. When you do, the door bursts open, and you can see that creature. It looks like almost like a statue, but it's moving, and it's made completely of amber. I'm going to show you the token right here so you can see it.
Whoa.
It's got like a eagle head, humanoid body. It's tall. It's at least double, maybe triple the height of any of you, especially Dione. It might be like 5 times your height. 6
It's
times.
on the balcony.
It's on the balcony, yeah. And it looks around, and then it kind of does a scan, doesn't see any of you, because really only looking at what's on the balcony, and then begins to move back through the double doors that it just opened, pounding its way as its feet hit the floor with a heavy pulse each time. And then it disappears from sight. Canas, you see this whole thing from your vantage point. Dione, you probably saw a little bit of it, especially when it came to the edge of the balcony, but while you're in there, Casimir, I'll describe to you what you see. So like I said, there's candlesticks all over the floor, things like that. You also see 4 candlesticks lie, on the floor, but in the shrine, there are fragments of a shattered obsidian statue that are scattered in a raised alcove at the eastern end of the chamber. 2 pairs of empty alcoves line the north and south walls of the shrine. So like I said, it was a bare room, basically. But the shrine to the east. You can see it's like all destroyed here.
Do I know of anything that would use an obsidian altar or anything like that? Sound familiar? Any gods?
I don't think you would. No, I don't think you would know anything of this nature here.
Okay.
But if you
I'm gonna look at all the candelabras and things around. I'm gonna kind of have like a PTSD.
Sure.
You know, like I see the 3-pronged candelabras or candlesticks, whatever.
Yeah, that probably does give you some.
I'm gonna start to see them as like pitchforks, and then I'm gonna see the candles and think of like torches. And I'm just gonna remember the day that I lost my ears, and kind of just like try to center myself with breathing. My back up against the door, trying to listen to that Hulk that was coming through.
While you do that,
trying to not freak out.
Yeah, while you do that, calming yourself, getting your breath, you do look at the statue pieces, and it looks very much like the mysterious figure in the open area, the statue that everybody's crowded around right now.
A similar mysterious statue.
You do see there are amber doors on the west wall as well.
All right. I am curious to explore, but I want to wait to hear what that Hulk does.
Yeah, you hear it search like I described to them, and then the footsteps sort of fade as it goes back into the hallway from which it came.
I'll open the door behind me and peek out.
It's gone.
Can I go shut the door? It came through?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll peek my head over the side. Is everyone all right?
I peek my head out from behind the statue. Yes, we are all okay. Thank God you are also okay.
Toss down a rope. We can join you.
I kind of wave my arm from the from the statue.
The rope's already there. It's already there, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the grappling
kind of hooked.
Shall we join you?
Maybe. There's some kind of ruined ritual room up here, and there are some doors if we want to explore further up here, since that door down there is sealed somehow. Yeah, come on up. Yep.
I want to go up.
Okay, I'll move your tokens.
Good. And then as the last person goes up, I'm just going to make sure to roll up the rope and retrieve the grappling hook and stow it all back in my pack.
Okay, great. You put the rope back in your pack, and you are free to roam here. While
they're getting up, can I look for a little further in this room just to make sure it's clear before they all come up?
Go for it. Yeah, it is clear.
I'll just go in here and I'll walk up here to this obsidian ruin and just look around.
It is clear. There's nobody else in this room. The rest of you enter in and you see what I described before, the room with all the candlesticks and debris to the north. The double doors that look now that they are maybe beat up were here. That's where the creature went.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Okay.
Should we open these doors?
Somebody did.
Well,
It's a very simple room, narrow. There are arrow slits at the center of the south wall. This is a archer post. You can
Oh,
see through the arrow slit down below
like-
into the chamber.
I want to look
Boy.
through the arrow slits.
Yeah, you can see the chamber. You can see the debris. You see Zoldar's body. This was a similar site or vantage point that the Flame Skulls had, but from the other arrow slits on the other side.
Is there anything else in this room?
No.
That room is just a arrow slit room. It's a small room, nothing there.
An archer post.
An archer post.
Mhm.
Perhaps the creature is actively guarding something. Perhaps it's guarding what we need.
We should maybe we can
have a-
communicate with it.
I do have a feeling that we are going to have to face them eventually. Did she just open those doors?
No, that was me. Sorry.
No, Rufus is opening every door. He's just like,
That
this
was
door, that door. I'm a paladin. Where you go?
You-
I,
hey, Amber Guardian.
that doesn't,
I want to.
I don't want to open them yet.
I want to put my ear to the doors.
Sure.
and I remain curious about this ruined ritual room. I feel like we're missing something, because the room down below where the specters were, it went deeper than this wall.
Hmm.
Buildings tend to have symmetry. Perhaps down below there would be. I don't know, but I remain curious. Can I inspect some of the walls?
Sure. Give
By
me
hand?
a. Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Do you get any benefit for looking for secret doors as a elf?
No, and yeah, I'm just holding my torch aloft and feeling around.
Sure.
So the roll was an 8, which is my passive perception is 11.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't see anything. It's definitely hard to see. I mean, of course, going by torchlight, and but you feel like, I mean, yeah, I mean that kind of makes sense. The symmetry part of it. You must be missing something.
Can I hold up my torch and just look to see if it's like blowing a certain way as I walk through the room, just to try to get like drafts of air?
Oh, I like that. Excellent. Yeah, you hold it up. Give me an insight check.
Okay. $11.
11. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Perhaps your fears and paranoia have got the best of you, clouding your judgment right now.
Yeah, I'm like shaky,
Yeah.
worried about Rahadin
Mm-hmm.
and lots of things.
Yeah, screams enter your mind. Yeah, for sure.
I guess I'm not as good with architecture and such as I thought. Let's go. All right,
Hey,
all right.
Cashmere, you coming? Camilla
Yeah,
calls.
yes, I'm coming.
Come on now. All right? Thought elves are supposed to be good at this stuff.
All right, now
mean-
I'm going to open these doors.
I'm putting my ear to the
Wait,
door.
what are you doing?
I open the door.
You don't
I
hear
put
anything,
my-
Canas. You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything.
Amber Guardian.
You didn't hear anything, Canas. And that nod that you gave Rufus allowed him to open the door with confidence. The
Yeah.
door opens into an area that looks like it's seen better days. The walls and the ceiling of this eastern portion have bare stone that has collapsed. To the west and the south are were open amber doors. The center of the room, you see a 10-foot tall statue. A 10-foot tall statue of a jackal-headed warrior. Oh no, excuse me. I'm sorry. I apologize. You don't see a statue. It's gone. It's the guardian.
No.
So this one actually has a jackal-headed, even though the picture had an eagle. I thought they were the eagle, but they apparently have different heads. But the creature is no longer there. You can tell that it's marched onward towards the south. Just so you can see the corridor. I'm just
Oh.
moving your token in, just so you can
Yes,
see the corridor.
Yeah, I moved in. I saw some other doors that were open, and I moved the heck out.
Yep, they're open because the creature has been marching up and down.
Of
this hallway.
course.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
boy.
should proceed with caution. Perhaps we can sneak around this thing.
So this is just an empty room.
For now.
A collapsed tunnel,
Right.
perhaps? Or
It looks like it could be. Yeah.
well,
Although, if my direction is correct, if we continue down this hall too long, we are just going to end up in the room with the flaming skulls.
Well, we shall see.
Well, you shall see. I'm not going to venture far enough.
there
You're
might
not
be
going.
some passageway to the south here.
I do see a door there.
I'm pretty quiet. I'll go first, Camilla says.
Camilla,
Child.
I'm following her.
She's gonna take a stealth check. Ooh.
Oof.
Oh dear.
And she's pretty good actually. She's so she rolled a 3, but you don't know what that is. She's doing really great. She's going down the hallway, really quiet, really stealthily, close to the wall, and then she turns back and she's like, "I'm doing pretty good."
I got a 21, and I'm following her.
And she's like, "Oh, I didn't see you there. You're
Camilla,
so good at this."
Camilla,
Um,
it's very dangerous here.
her voice echoes down the hallway, and then you hear the footsteps of the creature begin to
Lord.
move. You don't know where it is, but it's to the south, and footsteps are starting to move. There is a door right next to you where you stop.
Nope, I pull her back.
She says, No, we can hide in here. And she opens the door,
Oi,
and she runs
Oh.
in.
I
Come on,
gotta go
Canas,
in
hurry,
I gotta go in after her.
hurry. You hear the
I
footsteps
sprint-
get louder.
I sprint after her. Go in.
Oof.
It won't let me in.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Can you get in or no?
Yeah, well, you
Okay.
put me in.
And Rufus, you rush in. And as you do, you close the door just as the creature enters the hallway.
Yeah, I shut
Oh,
the
Dione,
Lord.
Casimir, you see the creature for a glance before, I guess, the two of you close the doors.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So the doors close. You're safe. Don't worry if these doors don't look closed to you all, but
Mm.
I'm going to move you into this room, Canas,
Hmm.
just so you're out of here. There we go. So let me describe what you see first, the two of you, Rufus and Canas. So you go into the nearest room just because it's the only real safe place. And this chamber is actually brightly lit, which surprises you. As soon as you open the door, you see a ray of light streak across the hallway. And then once you get in and close the door, you can see what's before you. There's red copper lanterns that hang from the ceiling. They are lit. That's what lights this hall. The walls are sheathed in amber, and it's been shaped into bas reliefs of wizards with spell books. Stairs to the north and south descend 20 feet to an obsidian lectern. Behind the slab of black slate hangs from chains. Between the stairs, descending rows of marble benches.
Chains.
Yep.
I'm gonna saunter down and inspect the chains.
Oh,
You saunter?
Camilla, stay
Yeah.
back.
Okay. Which way do you go? Do you go the steps, or do you go through like the benches and the seating? To which side do you saunter?
Okay. Well, I look at the steps. How do they look like one could just step over them in a kind of a cool way?
Could you saunter down the steps in a cool way?
Yeah. No, not the steps, the benches. Can I just kind of bounce
Oh.
down the benches?
Yeah, like if this was a school
Yeah, like a
auditorium or
theater.
something like that, like
Yeah.
a lecture hall. The
Mhm.
cool kids would just hop down each one. Yeah, for sure.
Right, exactly. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Excellent. Show me exactly where you go. Yep, you hop that. Yep. So you're on the left side of the lecture hall, You stop each one. Yep, perfect, great. And when you jump at the last one, before you realize it, you can see that there's a human hiding in that last row. And you land almost like on top of him. And he cries out, he's like, "Ah! Help!"
Shh.
We mean you no harm.
This poor guy, you can see him here. He's you smell him now that you're standing over him. He smells vile, just like filth. He's got like hair, just patches of hair. It's disgusting. It's like he's losing his hair. There's like scorch marks all over him. He looks like he's maybe been injured and has healed to a best he can. Kind of like half burned away his face and hair. And you can see there's like dead rats all around them, like in this like seating area, almost like this row of red pews. And they looks like he's eaten them, picked them clean.
Okay.
I see, friend, we have both been burned.
Yes, looks like both of us have been burned. But who are you? What are you here for?
I am Rufus Gwaindire of the Gwaindire. I am here with my companions.
You're here to
We've
kill
come.
me. You're here to kill
No.
me, aren't you?
We have come to find information about the devil Strahd.
Damn you, Jakarian!
I go over there and I say, "Shut up!" And I put my hand to my lips.
Are you addressing me?
No,
I'm
of course
addressing the loud guy.
Oh. Yes, the Guardian is very close. You know them, the Amber Guardian.
Oh, do I know them? They have kept me here. I dare not step foot outside in that hallway.
Kept you here?
Yes,
What?
every time I've tried to escape, it's been there.
I'll give him some of my rations. Because he looks hungry. Would you like some rations?
What do you take out? What is it? What is it exactly?
Like dried meat.
Oh. He's like, yes. And he grabs it quickly. And he starts to devour it, chewing and gnashing his teeth that once tore apart the flesh of rats now into your rations.
Has the creature attacked you?
Of course it has.
What is your name?
My name is Vilnius. And he's like devouring the rations. Oh, I never thought rations would taste like a roast.
What are you doing here?
I'm trapped here. I want to
But-
escape.
Why did you come here?
It was all Jakarian's fault.
Who is that?
He is my master.
Is that the Casimir guy? The elf guy?
That's
I don't know.
Rahadin.
I don't
Right,
know
okay.
Casimir.
Who is this Drakarian?
He's my master. I'm
So
a
what
wizard
sort
in
of-
training.
What sort of wizard? You're a wizard in training.
That's right. My master Jakarian told me we'd come here and uncover dark secrets, become more powerful.
Where is he now?
Last I know, we were attacked, burned with magical fire. I ran. I heard his screams. I ended up here, chased by the Guardian. I locked myself in this room, and here I've stayed. Days, weeks, months. I don't know how long I've been here.
A glance at Casimir and Irina.
Camilla.
They're not in there.
Camilla, sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah, Casimir's not here. Only
Oh,
Camilla.
you said I
and-
meant Canas and Camilla.
Got it.
two names, not those names. Got it.
Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna I'm just gonna walk up here. I'm putting my ear to the door again.
Don't go out there. Don't go out there.
I'm not. Shh. I'm listening for the footsteps.
You hear them.
You
It sounds
want
like
a
they're right
perception
outside.
check?
Yeah, it sounds like they're right outside the door. You don't need to make a check.
Okay.
They're right outside the door.
Can I inspect the chains?
Sure. This like black slate slab that you're approaching looks like it might have been like a chalkboard at some point. And I think the chains, yeah, there's like a lectern as well. You can see there's a lectern here. And then I think the chains, if I'm not mistaken, are what the lanterns are hanging on.
Oh, okay.
Shaped to pass really let me just make sure I'm not mistaken here. Oh no, I'm sorry. The black slate hangs on chains, so it's like a chalkboard.
Okay, right.
It
So
does look like
villainous.
some sort of a lecture hall.
Villainous, you've been here some time. I imagine there's nothing to find here.
Nothing at all. Rats sometimes find their way in. Are we going to leave? Are you going to help me escape?
I walk down and I say, "Not yet. That thing is right outside."
Oh, it'll kill all of us. It's far too powerful. Even Jakarian couldn't do anything to it.
Did he try to communicate with it?
At first, yes, but it was apparent that the thing could not communicate. We ran from it a few times. There are others here in the chamber, along with flame skulls.
What sorts of powerful spells is Drakarian capable of?
Only the greatest of spells. He's a master wizard.
What does he look like?
Go on. Any specific names of spells, Mr. Wizard in training?
He could cast Fireball himself. And he kind of says that as almost like a flex.
I see.
And was he a human?
Is, if he's still alive. Yes.
Did his attacks seem to have any effect on this stone giant or amber giant?
Very little.
Hmm.
He says, "Is there any more food? I'm starving."
Give him the rest of the ration pack. I gave him half.
Nice. And then all of a sudden you hear Camilla say, "Hey!" And you could see rations like floating, her rations like floating in the air. And she goes to grab it. What magic is this? And she grabs at it and it like zips around. Zoop, zoop, zoop. She's trying to grab it. It's not happening. And it's starting to float in the, well, not float in the air, but like rise as it goes up the pews.
Villainous, or what's his name?
Vilnius.
Vilnius.
Definitely
Is
a good guy.
Yeah. Is this your doing?
He says, I'm sorry. Let it go." And then all of a sudden, doop, the rations fall to the floor. And you could see his familiar, a Quasit. I now can show you the picture of these guys. There's Vilnius.
Ah.
This is Buttercup.
I make a very sad face.
Buttercup didn't always look like this.
Really?
Oh, yes.
What was Buttercup's original form?
Buttercup was an owl.
Have you lost Buttercup since you entered this temple?
Thankfully not. If I lost Buttercup, I don't know what I would do. and they're obviously speaking telepathically to each other. And he's like, "Yes, yes, I remember that time. Yeah, with the rat. It was good."
My familiar Yune was killed in here, and when I tried to summon her again, for some reason, there didn't seem to be a connection that I usually feel when I summon her.
Your mind replays to the thoughts with the chain lightning.
Canas, no!
I'm
There,
sorry to hear
Canas.
that.
I'm sure your pet will be somewhere when we leave this place.
While you're having this conversation, let's go back
She's
to the
not
other.
a pet, she's a dear friend.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
walk away. Walk.
And Vilnius is like, "Yes, he doesn't understand us." And he walks in. He's like, "Is there any more food?"
No, I had a cat once as a child in the Gwaindire. Roger.
Roger that. While the rest of you are having this conversation, we'll go to the group. Group, the doors close, and you heard the footsteps walking towards you. The footsteps seem to get towards that door, and then stop. The door that you're at. I'll just open the doors so you can have a sense of where the creature is.
Hmm.
Can I investigate this rubble while we seem to have a reprieve?
Sure. Let's see. That's in the previous room, right? Yeah.
Yeah, looking to see if there's any way through the rubble, to see like if there was a way through here that it's now blocked or something.
It looks like maybe an earthquake had collapsed that long ago, well before you came in here. It would take maybe weeks or months of excavation.
Okay.
Yeah. Irina says, "We can't just leave them out there. What do we do?"
You have to trust them at the moment to get back to us.
What if we draw the thing away? We put the rope down and let it come onto the balcony. They'll clearly hear the screams. We can yell, and they can make a run for it.
There's a lot of collapsed things around here. That thing's quite large. I'm a bit worried it's going to collapse something if we're not careful.
Hmm.
But it's a noble idea to try to draw its attention.
We can't let them be trapped. Dione, what do we do?
Actually, we have no idea what is in that room. Perhaps there is another way out. Perhaps they are already on their way somewhere. How do we know what they are doing? What if they are already dead? Maybe we should go to check.
Hold on. All right. Did Rufus? Does he have any like special items that are like unique to him?
Yes, he has my father's sword.
All right. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to cast Locate Object specifically for that sword.
Cool. Is there any restrictions on it in terms of like the walls and everything like that?
Describe or name an object that's familiar to you. I sense the direction of the object's location within 1,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in motion, I know the direction of its movement. I can locate it specifically if it's within 30 feet of me. And then I just can't locate an object that is... If lead blocks... If lead is between me and it.
Not amber.
Correct.
Okay, good. Then yes, you can sense it. It's 60 feet away from you. The direction generally it's heading is west as Andrew's following Canas up the steps. Or
Right.
Rufus is following Canas up the steps.
Okay, there's just gonna like be like kind of like almost like a how to describe it, like a constant like bit of force like in my forehead, like over my eyes,
Mm.
like I'm being led by a compass a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And my eyes go white, and I just say, Rufus, or at least that sword is still right here. And I'll like put my hand up on the wall.
Maybe touching the wall like that direction. Yeah.
And I don't feel a frenzy, so I don't think he's in danger, or he'd be moving around a lot more. They're staying in there right now. I think we need
Huge
to
sigh
wait.
of relief. Okay, in that case, you know, I can make an image appear 60 feet away. I think I can get to the end of the hallway. I can make an image of us walking. Perhaps I can lure the giant away.
Let's wait a minute and let me feel what happens with this presence of that sword. And then if something goes wrong, then that sounds like a fine plan, Dione.
Okay.
And Irina will
And-
back you up with Dione and say, I think it's a fine plan. And she'll go to the other door, ready to open it at whenever you give the call.
Okay, and I'll keep my eye on Casimir, but I'll be ready to cast Silent Image like whenever he gives me
Ooh.
a cue.
Ooh, I like that.
Hmm.
Okay. Back to the other group in Vilnius's lecture hall. Canas, you go up to the door,
Yes.
angry with your friend Rufus for calling Yune a pet.
I essentially just went over the door to continue listening. My plan is to I'm assuming that this thing has a marching path because it seemed to come up, around, and then back and then down to the south again. So my plan is to just listen, wait for it to pass, and then rejoin the group.
You'll hear the footsteps eventually after about a minute of waiting. Starts to march down towards the door. It's loudest when it's right outside the door, and then it continues on. The footsteps fade.
Do I hear the sound of any doors?
You do not.
Okay. I'm going to peek around the corridor.
Okay, go for it. Open the door.
Oh, it's already open.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I can't walk, or for whatever reason I can't travel out of the room. So yep. If we're in the clear, I motion to the rest of the party.
They are behind closed doors.
They are.
They are.
No, not sorry. The party that was with me
Vilnius and Rufus.
and Vilnius.
Camilla, yeah. They come out, I assume. Rufus, you
I
come
don't even say coast is clear. I just motion.
Okay, I follow you.
And then I go up to the door and I open it.
And Dione and Irina are both about to open the door. And then all of a sudden, the door is open, startling both of you. In runs your friends, as well as a horribly scarred, burned man, and his pet, Quasit. Rufus, right? Right,
Yeah.
Rufus?
Yeah, right.
His
Pet.
pet, Quasit,
Wizards often have pets.
that he's often familiar with. There we go.
I-
Close the door.
And close the door. Wait, Camilla.
Oh,
Camilla,
God.
no.
Oh, God, let me in. Let me in.
Not Camilla too. Yune.
As
Why?
Vilnius as Vilnius enters the space, Dione like sniffs the air, and then immediately she's just like, "Oh, I can taste it! Oh!"
He smells
She
like
needs to
he's
take a
been
moment.
pooping without toilet paper for a long time.
She can smell all of that. She needs to take a moment. She's like, "Okay,
He
it
has
is
been.
okay. It is okay." Talking herself down.
Friend,
he reeks. Think of the body odor and his breath, because he's been eating rats. And he's just like, "Hello, I'm Vilnius. It's a pleasure to meet you all."
Your voice is so much different and more disgusting.
Breathy. It's more breathy and open.
Oh, why? If you sounded like this when we met you, we would have left you in there.
He says, hold on. Excuse me. Is this more like what you first heard?
Well, you were screaming and squealing when we first met you. I told you to shut up. But this is fine. This is Vilnius. He is a wizard in training. His master, Dracaris.
Dracarian.
Dracarian. Was probably killed by one of the Flaming Skulls or the Guardian, who knows. He wants to escape as well, and we will point you in the direction of the exit.
Well,
I'm not going anywhere in this place without all of you. There's safety in numbers. I
Well-
told Dracarian this was a fool's errand. Curse him for taking me to this land. And he kicks
What
the
do
wall.
you know of this place?
Oh,
Have
I
you
only know
explored
what
much of it?
I have seen a few places. Yes. Dracarian and I searched most of the upper corridor.
did you go down to the ground level with the big statue?
We did. And that's where we faced heavy opposition.
What
You faced-
opposition?
Some pretty heavy opposition down there as well.
We were being attacked from the statue. Flame skulls from the arrow slits.
That's happened to us as well. There was a Arcana loaf type thing in the statue.
Hmm.
Did you see it?
Thought it was a Yugoloth.
A
was-
Yugoloth, is that?
So an Arcanaloth is what it
Arcanaloth,
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if I'm not wrong, like Yugoloth is the category that they're a part of, I think.
Yeah.
Got it.
I could be wrong. I'm not a big Yugoloth, expert, but he says, "What do I know of this place? Everything that I've been told by Dracarian has been true, horrifying, dangerous, deadly. This place, this temple, is a haven of forbidden knowledge if you can find it. There are
Did
many-
you find any?
If we did, I could not understand it. There are strange things here. Strange things. In fact, there are some barbaric mountain folk. They use this place for shelter.
Yes, we ran into them as well.
Who has the biggest passive perception here?
I think
11.
me, 14, I want to say. It might be higher.
Oh, I have 18.
Oh,
Ooh.
never mind.
Oh, no.
Dione, and this may actually make
13.
more sense because of your background and your expertise.
Mm.
You notice that he has this gold amulet shaped like an upside down V. It's under his robes, but as he ran, it kind of came up like over his tunic.
Hmm.
He's been like feeling like fingering it and like places it back into his shirt and feels it through his shirt. But the passive perception is actually 4. Is you see Camilla. She's eyeing it as well.
I motion to her, like trying to relay the message of like steady, steady.
She looks at you and she's like, what?
Trying to communicate, like not too much out loud, but with my
You wanna
eyes,
use-
I'm trying to send the signal of like, you know what I'm talking about.
You want to use Thieves' Cant?
Sure, yeah. I'll just like whisper to her in Thieves' Cant, like, sometimes you let the oyster keep the pearl.
Perfect. She's like, but what if you're at an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet?
Perhaps you have an allergy. You don't know.
Oh, all right. Give me a persuasion check, though.
Sure.
I'll give it to you with advantage.
Oh, lovely. Ah, well, a 21.
And she's, all right, fine.
But I guess like is he like actively like talking while Camilla and I have this exchange?
Yeah. Like most people aren't paying attention to what you're talking about. Maybe if who's standing next to you, Irina, she hears talk about
Irina.
seafood. It's like whatever. She has no idea.
Okay.
Um,
But then I basically I also convey to Camilla that I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye to see like if he does anything suspicious with the amulet.
Sure. By the way, I think I'm going to give you inspiration there, Michelle. I like that little analogy in the thieves' cant, the oyster and the pearl. Give yourself inspiration.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Bob.
Let's see here. So he continues on and keeps speaking, and he says, "But the real threats are those flame skulls. There are so many guardians here."
Yes. We've run to many flame skulls. They don't seem particularly strong, but they don't have a lot of life in them, but they are pretty powerful.
Listen, I want to be rid of this treacherous land. I want to go home. I don't want to be here. Guide me out of here.
You're a wizard in training. Where's your spell book and what do you know?
He's got a spell book. I'll tell you right now. How do you just kind of like boldly ask him that? You're like, what spells do you know?
Mm-hmm. A little bit accusatory.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I know all manner of spells.
Yes, he knows float.
What do you call them?
He goes and he snaps his fingers and uses prestidigitation. Fires coming out of his thumb. See? Magic.
Well,
He also knows how to make things float.
That wasn't necessarily me, and you see his closet
Oh,
poke
right, that
out.
was the closet.
Poke out. This is Buttercup.
What
Buttercup's
spells
like,
do you know? What's your arcanic method? Who's your teacher?
My teacher was
Dracarian.
Dracarian,
The wise.
the wise.
What were his credentials?
He was a master evoker.
So surely you must know a few evocation spells yourself then.
I dabble.
So let's share. Otherwise,
He
you could
says-
just give me a book.
I know Eldritch Blast.
Heavens no.
You know.
I will not give you my spell book.
He said share. We're sharing knowledge.
I don't wish to take your book, but I do wish to know what you're capable of.
Casimir is an accomplished wizard himself.
He takes out his spell book. He'll show it to you. He's got Firebolt, Light, Mage Hand, Prestidigitation as his cantrips. He's got Detect Magic, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield. He's got Misty Step, Suggestion. He's got Counter Spell, Fireball, and Fly.
This guy's no joke.
I'll tap him on the shoulder to see if he has mage armor up. As I'm like glancing through his book, I'll like tap him on the shoulder.
He does not have Mage Armor up.
You're not protecting yourself. Have you given up?
No, I didn't expect to be attacked. I was eating my rat breakfast when these three barged in to my rescue.
You're welcome.
All right, well, thank you for sharing your skills.
Now, what about you? Share your book.
No. All right, let's go.
Hey, Vilnius,
Wow.
can I ask you something?
Certainly.
Are you not from this world either?
This world.
Barovia.
Barovia.
Of course not.
How did you get here?
That was all Jakarian's doing. Some dreaded portal. Some shadow plane. I fear I'll never get home.
Interesting. And where is your home?
My home. He says, well, perhaps some things I would like to still keep secret. And he looks at Casimir.
Casimir.
He says, because if you won't come clean, then why should I?
Well, let me
Well-
tell you that I am from the Gwaindire.
Yes. And you guys have a long conversation. I'm gonna walk up to the rest of the party. I don't recommend that we go down that hallway. I believe that's where the flaming skulls are, and there seems to be a guardian on the march. As far as I'm concerned, unless we can find any secret passageways or trapdoors, the only other area to explore are the hallways to the left and the right on the below this floor, below this balcony.
Your monologue about paper plans and things like that gets interrupted. As soon as you finish that sentence, you are cut off by the sound of a loud door opening and closing.
No,
Oh my god.
let's move.
You hear someone call out from the main chamber, kind of like where you entered the temple.
Hmm.
You step out onto the balcony. I see Casimir doing that.
What?
Yeah.
Did they
And
say something specific?
Across
It's
the
your
hall.
off. He brought friends.
Across the hall, you see, standing up on the steps, looking down into the Amber Temple, is a dusk elf.
Oh, there he is.
And Jordan Casimir gets a flashback again of the pain that he's gone through, and all of you can hear like faint screams in your head. It almost is like a flash. It's like a short, high-pitched scream in your head. You shake it off. You move to the edge of the balcony. You see the creature there before you.
Don't want to
And-
reveal ourselves to it.
And he says to out loud to the group.
But does he see us?
He says, "Intruders, who are you?"
I was expecting you to say, and that's where we'll stop.
Nope, we're not stopping it yet.
Oh boy.
I'll say it again. Intruders, who are you?
Do not reveal yourself to him.
I'm
Come now.
whispering.
There's no hiding from Rahadin.
Oh, well, I don't have to ask anymore.
Casimir, what are you doing?
Quivering. And I'm going to look to Vilneus and say, give me wings.
What?
Give me wings.
Okay. I guess I could. You're not going to do anything like flee us, are you?
No.
He'll cast fly on you. Take these wings and soar.
All right. I would like to cast polymorph on myself and fly at Rahadin.
Oh,
As what?
I don't know yet. Are you going to tell us we're done, or are we going to keep going?
We're not done yet. But you
Okay.
transform into something. You jump off or fly, turn into some creature. You start to move. And Rahadin, I guess there's a pillar there. You're far away. He doesn't really see you yet. And he says, "Well, intruders, if you will not reveal yourself, perhaps I can offer you something. I'm sure you're here to gain power, to beat the devil. Perhaps I could grant that to you. Show you what you need. Only if you do something for me first." I'll stand here and wait. And then, Jordan, do you transform into...
Something.
Do you know what it is, or are you going to...
Sorry, I'm deciding real quick.
Okay, so you're deciding. He keeps talking. And he says, does this sound like a good deal?
I'll shout across from the balcony. What power do you speak of?
There you are. And he starts to descend the steps. And he says, you there. Show yourself. You're the ones from Vallaki that I've heard all about. Isn't this true? And as he gets closer and get into your light sources and things like that, you can see he's a dusk elf. He's down on the bottom floor. He's looking up at you. He's got a very regal look to him. He's dressed to the nines. He bears the Ravenloft icon, that red crest of Ravenloft in the back, and he says, "Yes, I will not hurt you."
Who, pray tell, told you of our exploits in Vallaki?
The devil himself, he whispers, but it's loud enough for you to hear him.
Your master?
My master, yes. Ah, and he sees maybe Casimir undecided as to what he's going to do with his fly spell, what he may change into. Maybe you're in a little bit of a panic or like a flustered state, and you're like, I can't decide what to do. Oh, is that my old friend, Casimir? I should have known you'd be working together. I can give you what you seek. I can grant you access to the dark powers. All I need for you to do is kill the Lich Exathanther. And all that you want from the Amber Temple shall be yours. And we'll see you next week as the group comes to the finale of Season 1 of Curse of Strahd.
An ultimate episode.
The finale's next week.
All right. Whatever you say, bud.
Look, all you got to do is kill a Lich.
I mean, it'll definitely be the finale if we're facing a Lich.
Casimir is going to decide what he's going to do here. You could take a week, Jordan, to think about it, what the appropriate reaction would be, but...
I think I'm going to turn into a flying mammoth and just charge him, but I am curious to see what he's saying to them, and I am...
You got that in your back pocket.
Overcoming paralytic fear.
I kind of think that's appropriate. Like, your natural reaction would be to, like, charge into battle, but the trauma that you've experienced that these PCs have no idea about seems to be holding you back, paralyzing you with fear. For the rest of you, great job tonight. Great role-playing. Excellent job opening doors, Rufus. Really love that. And, oh my God, we got Vilnius. We've got Buttercup. We've got Camilla. Irina. And now maybe your good new friend, Rahadin.
Best friend.
BFFs. Tune in next week to see what's going to happen to this crazy crew. Also, don't forget, we have Keeping the Borderlands reunion coming up. We have Vecna. Check the description for all the social media posts. I'm going to probably be posting a lot over the next few weeks, especially with all these new projects coming up. So if you want to stay up to date on everything that's going on here, click down below in the description. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. Watch a few ads for Jordan. Let's do it. Okay, go to Flutes Loot. Don't put your ad blockers up. Just go in, let all the ads flood you. All right? Talk about something random like a black t-shirt, and then maybe you'll see black t-shirt ads everywhere. Just do it. Okay? Do it for Jordan.
Thanks.
Ads for the ad god.
Ads for the... Anyway. Anything else we missed here? group. Tim will be back. That'd be nice to have Tim back.
Oh, good.
We need that bardic inspiration.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Well,
we gotta give him. We gotta talk to him about this. This
we
actually
can troll
ridiculous.
him. We gotta troll him about it.
We gotta. Thank you for watching with us. We had a pretty steady chat tonight. It was a great group. I wish I could have checked the chat a little more. I feel like today I was really locked in, but normally I like to check the chat a bit more. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you all on the tabletop. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.